Uganda, a fast-growing small East African country, bordered to the east by Kenya, to the north by South Sudan, to the west by the Democratic Republic of Congo, and to the south by Tanzania. Uganda is quite small, just about the size of Oregon. As of 2019, the population was estimated to be at around 44 million, with about 46.5% of that under the age of 15, making it the third country with the youngest population. According to the Global Entrepreneur Monitor, Uganda was ranked the most entrepreneurial country in the world. These are the stories of those young entrepreneurs that are changing the narrative of Africa.
We were handed an economy that prioritized you getting hired by somebody else. We were handed an economy that was primarily export driven, and by export we only export raw materials. So the good jobs, the finer jobs end up in Germany, end up somewhere else. So the entire point is that the structure of the economy is not working for us. When you're starting out and when you are young, what you have is your labor and your skill sets and what you can be able to create, and that's what you have. But if you don't find places to utilize that labor, it's a problem.
With a growing economy and lack of employment, most Ugandans turn to starting businesses to fund their day-to-day lives and plan for their futures.
I'm Nam Kenya, well known as NBK. I'm the CEO of African Paper Couture. It's called African Paper Couture by NBK. I do tailoring for both men and women outfits. I've been doing tailoring since 2017. That's when I started my business. My dad paid for me for one semester, and I lacked tuition for another semester. So I started one semester and I dropped out. But I've learned most of the work through internet, and I have books. Like, I always revise my books that I got from school. I decided to do this business because at first I did journalism and mass communication from YMCA. And the struggle I went through to just find where to do my internship from was too much. Like, the struggle was too much. So I felt like I'm not supposed to work in someone's office. Yeah, I was doing news reporting, my internship, but I used to see people's reactions towards me. Like, they never saw me, they never saw someone like me before doing news reporting. So I decided to be my own boss.
We train our young people for the formal economy, but we do not own it. The thing is that we own the informal economy. But when you work in the informal economy, and when I talk about the informal economy, that's the unstructured part of the economy, the cash-based part of the economy, where people are literally transacting almost outside the visible hand of the government. So that's where we have our opportunity, but then we train for the smaller part, which we incidentally don't own the capital that is deployed in that space.
Yeah, my name is Brian Ahumuza, also known as Ebans, the founder of the Ebans Collection and the Ebans Style and Fashion Awards.
Even with these unstable conditions, many young Ugandans are able to start and build businesses that not only provide for themselves, but also create employment for other young adults.
I'm 30 years of age. I am a fashion entrepreneur, designer, stylist. Yeah, I've been doing fashion for as long as I've lived. So fashion is me. The biggest inspiration was from my mom and my aunties and all her sisters. I had already done these old jobs here, there, and I just realized it wasn't my calling. Yeah, so in 2010 is when I said, let me take on this as a career. Yeah. What has made me stand out, I think, is my passion and hard work. Yeah, I knew what I wanted when I was still young. I knew I wanted to create a brand. So I know so many people who want to create something, but then they just want and they don't work on it. So for me, I knew what I wanted and I decided to work on it to make it the brand that it is today.
At his shop in Kampala, Brian employs more than 15 young adults that would otherwise be unemployed. When asked why he only employs young adults, this is what he said.
Young people are more energetic, they have new ideas, it keeps you thinking, it keeps you relevant. So if you're going to work with someone who is maybe 5 years more younger than you, 10 years younger than you, it means you're going to be relevant for 5 years to come. Their ideas will still have an impact. So it's good to work with young people. Young people means fresh minds, fresh ideas, and it means your brand is going to keep going for a very long time. Yeah. Unemployment, to some extent, is a choice made by young people. So we just choose, or young people just choose to either be lazy and stay home, or they choose to go and chase the dream. I am a testimony to that. I chose not to stay home, to wait things be done, and today I can employ so many people.
The level of education is also quite an interesting thing to observe, is that the knowledge we get is supposed to be used by other people, not us. And that creates a problem that where young people have the knowledge, but they are waiting for someone to give them orders.
My name is Mahorita. I live in Uganda. I was born in Uganda. I'm Ugandan and I stay in Kamocha. I sell bedsheets, second-hand bedsheets. That's how I make my living and that's how I live. I run the business both online on my phone and I go to the market every Friday. There's a young man called Shafiq. I have a very big store. I call it a store. I have a very big box where I keep my things. Then that young man, Shafiq, takes it to the market where we sell from. Because we sell from a dusty place. I lay down polythene bags. Then I arrange according to price and according to ranges and according to what. Bed sheets alone, towels alone, fitted bed sheets alone, pillowcases alone. I go, I arrange. After that, I sit and wait for customers to come. Now, as the customers come, around afternoon, it's hot, like hot. So usually at that time, I don't sell. I wait for people to come, but customers, of course, come. But then, around 3 or 4 p.m., I have to call the customers. Nembaita bed sheets abagala masuka pillowcase wano bidi nkumisatu mutwalo, like that. I call them bidi nkumisatu mutwalo bidi like that. So I call the people, and those who want to come and buy, they come. They know the prices. Those who want to come and check, they check. I encourage everyone to come and check. At around 7 p.m., I pack my things, pack them back to the box, and call Shafiq and tell him, dear Shafiq, come and carry me back to the place where we keep them. So for now, that is as far as what I do. So before the virus, we were going to different markets, but when the virus came, the markets were locked down, so the business dynamics changed, and then I stuck to one market and online. In 2016, we had our mother. She used to encourage us. You can be self-employed. You can do a business. You can do something. But then we were still in school. But when we graduated, we looked for jobs. But my sister is not a job person, so she decided that we should start a business, which she would run as I look for a job. In this country, there are no jobs. If you have to get a job as a girl child, you have to pay a price. You either have to sleep with somebody, or you will get underpaid, or you will you will get something that is not satisfying. So we'll do it because you want to do it. But as a girl child, you need to go out there and do something for yourself. Entrepreneurship is a passion. Entrepreneurship is something that we want to encourage young Ugandans to do, because in this Uganda, there is not enough jobs. As we were growing up, they were telling us, read, study, do this, become a doctor, a lawyer, or something. But no one taught us how to be business people. No one was teaching us how to be entrepreneurs. But since we have scarcity of jobs in Uganda, and especially for young women, especially for women, I sought for jobs. Yes, I did. But the consequences of seeking for jobs was way too high. Because the man is in the office, he will tell you in Luganda properly. The Luganda word would be nti gwe oli mukazi, oli mwana muwala. What else can you do? Like, you're a woman, what can you do? So, because of that, I decided that I don't have to go around to look for the job. I will start the job and encourage Ugandans, young people, and encourage a young girl out there, and inspire a generation, and inspire someone that these jobs are not for the older people. These jobs we are looking for, no one is going to give them to us, yeah? But we can create them. I do the job that I do right now. I sell in the market so that the future of my children, the future of my other young people will know that this is not a low job. This is a job you can do. You can create it, you can work it, and you can employ someone. People thought selling in the market is a very, very low job. Being one of the challenges I found selling in the market is men calling me and telling me, like, people would ask you, why do you work in the market? You should go and get a government job and all those things. And because you know your challenges, you will not go around telling everybody, these are my challenges, no. Or people will tell you, what are you doing here? There's a lot of things, especially when you're a woman, that you go through, a girl child, to get there, to get to what you want. I'm not going to stay in the market. The bigger picture is that that business will be a one-stop center for bed sheets, pillowcases, duvet covers. It will be a place that people would actually look at and say, oyo mwana yatandikira mu katale. Like, we started from way back, and it was a journey. So to teach young people that we don't have to fly there, we can work there. You don't have to sleep with someone. You don't have to do the wrong things to get what you want. My Facebook account has been my marketplace. So I decided I should do a Facebook video. And I did. I was in the market. I did a Facebook video. I asked people, please DM if you want anything you want. If you can. Hey, I was in the market. I was there, a happy child. A happy child telling people to come and work with us and also come and buy from us. And thank God for technology. No one would have known me. In my videos, I sell. Yes, I put up my bed sheets. I put up my things. I tell people, come and we work. People, of course, they come. During coronavirus, it was the Facebook, it was my Instagram, it was my WhatsApp account that were making money. Thank God for technology. If I wasn't in a technological world, I would have stayed like other people and my business would have gone because of the virus, yeah? My business is still running online, it's still running in the market, and trust me, one day I'll tell the story of the journey and it will be a different story.
My name is Fiona Nanchinga, ndi business lady. Nsubuza t-shirt z'abasajja, empale, empale mulimu jean, khaki, t-shirts ebika byonna, v-neck, crown neck, eziriko graphics, eza plain, byonna ekikwatagana ne t-shirt. N'abaagala ez'okuprintingako gwe mulimu gwenkola kwegamba nnyamba z'abasajja. Bizinesi eno nagitandika myaka 9 emabega. Nga nali nkyasoma e Makerere kati awo natandikira. Kinankula ndaba abewaffe bonna kye bakoze, basenga bange, bamama bange bonna kye bakola. So kyekyanyanguyira kubanga era nasoma nga nkola ne mu secondary school bwe twatukanga mu holiday nga tujja ku dduuka tebatuleka waka ne tujja ne tukola. Kati kwegamba kyanyanguyira. Bizinesi ya wano stability nzibu. Stability nzibu kijja kuva ku misolo kwegamba kizibu okumbuuza omwaka nnyingiza ssente mmeka because tebiri stable. This time omusolo osasudde guti guno luli osasudde bino kwegamba stability nzibu. Ne trend nga bwe zigenda zikyuka ate eri gye tujja ebintu bagenda ne trend eno tuyinza obba tuli ku kino ate bo nga bali ku kiri yugete awo n'olaba nti trip ezimu zibeera nnungi trip endala tezibeera nnungi. Kankolekoko we mu custom egiriko zitebaleko mukwano awa inafunyeyo ebipya kankulage. Kiriwa esa kitundu ne bei mukwano kale esatu zensobola okuwa nedda. Kasitoma oyo gwe mbadde naye abadde asuubula. Abasuubula bagula nnyo engoye nga zirimu sizes. Bagala nnyo engoye nga ziri sizes. Laba omulaga olugoye nga lulimu nga piece emu tatera ddutwala. Aba ayagala n'atwala kati nga t-shirt bw'olaba eri ng'erimu medium, large, XL. Awo kiri ekya capital we nagambidde we kikubira kubanga yali aguze dazini emu. Ate ng'osanga nga waliwo t-shirt ze muwadde singa mubaamu sizes yanditwala dazini 2. Abo be basinga. Abo abasuubula be basinga okujja basinga bana abakamukamu. Yes. Bakasitoma abasuubula batunda wabweru w'ekibuga. Kansanga, Makindye, Bukoto, Ntinda. Abamu balina amaduuka. Waliwo n'abasuubula naye nga yakolera mu nsawo. Embeera ya korona yatukola bubi nnyo. Mazima ddala yatukola bubi. Ssente zonna zaggwawo. Twazirya emmere kubanga tosobola kubeera mulamu nga tuli. Ssente zaali badde eza capital twazisasulamu emyezi gye tutaakola. Kati ne kijja okulaba nti eyali yeeyongeddeko either osigadde wali we wali oba ozzeeyo ddala emabega ng'atandika obutandisi. Kano bakateekako ng'oyisize ng'otuuka ennaku z'omwezi zolina okusasula rent ne ziyitamu nga bakakuteekako. Kaba kategeeza toyingira nga tosasudde. Beeyi y'ekizimbe eri waggulu nnyo. Rent atwala ssente nnyingi. It's really expensive. Really expensive. Mu myaka nga 5 bizinesi eno nsuubira okuba nga buli item ey'omusajja esangibwa wano. Nga si t-shirt zokka na mpale naye misipi, underwear garments, byonna nga biri wano. Muvubuka atayina mulimu mu Kampala amagezi gemmuwa ayiye okwekozesa kyekisinga obukulu. Ayiye kyonna okulaba nti yeekozesa. Talinda ssente kuwera nti miliyoni 10 n'emitwalo 2 gikola. Agenda abaako kagula kalage banne abo bwe batyo bo building abakasitoma tandika n'abakwetoolodde naye talinda nti ssente kuwera mu bungi nti simanya miliyoni za ssente. No, emitwalo 2 gikola, 10 gikola. Ya
Amanya gange bampita Mbabazi Cyrus, kolera ku Jemba stage ekiteebi Bunamwaya Road, ndi muvuzi wa boda boda. Givuze emyaka 6 wano e Kampala. Nze nakoma mu senior 2. Kuba nali ntandise okusoma. Tata wange yafa nga ndi mu P7. Ne wabaawo omusajja eyampaka basalawo. Era nga bw'omanyi era mama wange neera n'alwala kansa. Nga nina omuleete Kampala emulago. Awo ne bigootaana ne nva mu ssomero. Lwe nkoze obulungi. Nga nkoze bulungi tugeze nga piki tentawanyiza oba traffic tenkutte kuba ebyo byonna tugenda ku kkubo nga tubimanyi birina okubaayo. Tuba tumanyi olina ogendamu n'akasente tugeze traffic bwe kukwata aka defense nga kalina okuyambako ku budde obwo. Naye ng'ogenda bw'oba okoze obulungi osobola okukolayo emitwalo ng'ena. Korona teyabadde mwangu kubanga n'akawunga saakafuna ge mazima. Akawunga kano ke baagabanga ka gavumenti ffe waffe ndowooza tekaayitayo oba mu boda boda oba bajenga ku stage yaffe batuweeyo tekaaliyo. Mweno korona eno okufuna emitwalo ebiri oba olwanye nnyo oba oluusi oba wakazifuna oba nga poliisi nekukwata traffic nekukwata bwe bityo. Oluusi kasitoma n'azikubbako otudde naye omuvuga eno bw'okuba mukanya n'alaga mbu akwekwatako kumba akugyamu ssente mu nsawo ng'akuggyako ssente mu nsawo. Oluusi ogenda n'okwekebera nga n'essimu tokyagiina bwe ng'olowooza kasitoma yeekuta enkubye mu kinnya. Abantu bokka kati bamanyira n'otambula. Oluusi batambulawo ogenda mu kibuga agamba kati okuteekamu ebbiri zange ninye boda kantambulewo nsevinge kuba naye aba talina ate nga naawe ozimwetaaga mu kwegamba mu mbeera ng'eyo. Otwala kasitoma tugeze ng'ekiro ne bwe bubeera misana n'omutuusa eyo n'akuyingiza mu bikomera n'olaba nga wavuddeyo ng'abasajja ng'abameka ne bwabeera mukazi nga gw'otaddeko asobola okugamba nindaako wano ndeete ssente wano mu kikomera. Ogenda okulaba nga wavuddeyo ng'abantu oluusi oba olowooza bayitawo buyisi ogenda okulaba nga bakutuze butuzi ne bakuggyako bodayo. Okubeewala era omulaba engeri gy'ayogeramu osobola omulaba n'okwewala ebyokulya by'abeera ayina. Asobola okugamba tutuuleko wano tugira tulindiramu ono n'akulaga mbu alina gw'alinda n'agamba tutuuleko wano ka restaurant sono nga yakolaganye n'abo maybe abo aba restaurant oba kabaala bwe bityo ne bakuwa ekyokunywa. Awo ndowooza tovaawo bwe baba tebakukubye ennyondo baba balina okukuba kalifomu. N'olya ekyokulya kye oba ekyokunywa kyakuwadde okirabira ddala nga kivaawa mu dduuka naye ndowooza mission baba bagimaze dda ne bakola ki ne bakukuba kalifomu. Piki eno giraba ye ofiisi yange kati bwekeera ku makya nga sigiina oba ng'omusirikale agisigazza nyiza n'okulwala kolwo ndwala n'omusujja nga sigiina. Era oba olina okulwana ng'omusajja olina okubeera ng'oli muwatanya ng'okola nnyo. Kyensobola obbagamba nga sikulera ngalo mbu simanyi guno omulimu mubi simanyi guno ki simanyi guno gunswaza. Teri mulimu guswaza ng'ofuna ssente ng'ogufunamu ky'oyagala. Kale ekitinitini kiba tekimala naye nga kikubeezaawo.
When you get close to the high table, you quickly realize that they are grappling with the problem of youth unemployment, and few people are suggesting answers. And those that are suggesting answers and can implement get muzzled out. So giving people a chance, because you see, creating economic progress, as I call it, also requires that people are given the freedom to do what they want, but also enjoy the benefits of what they have produced. Now, that is almost counter to what the politics of the economy are, of the politics of the country. So if there's no those freedoms, then we will struggle. Because I want to be able to say, okay, I am going to import a container of ceramics from China, and when it comes, we all pay the same amount of taxes. If someone pays a high amount and you pay a low amount just because you are connected, it isn't working for us. But on a policy level, we have to agree that we have to give people a chance, and then we have to know what are we comparatively competitive about in the global chain, in the global value chain. We are a country that produces entrepreneurs, but what are we doing to translate that into big economies? If other people are exporting labor, can we export entrepreneurs? And how would you structure it? I can't have all the answers, but all I know is that we have to focus our attention on figuring out ways to increase the value of the pie, as in the size of the economy, and then distribute it fairly. At the moment, it's small and also distributed unequally. So if you're a young person, and if I say young about below that, I'm very excited about you. Especially for my country, Uganda, you're going to see better times ahead of you. But you also be prepared. You're going to have to go through regime change and in your life, and you might see more than 2 presidents in your life. So I'm excited because there is a lot of good you can do in this economy if you prime yourself well, if you teach yourself, and we speak good English that could translate into something else. But we're also well cultured and mannered, and so I am excited, and I suspect this economy will probably more than triple in the next 10 years. So there's wealth going to be created. Have you built a station on that wealth creation value chain that you're going to be able to tap on some of this wealth that is being created in our economy, either because of oil, either because of increasing productivity in agriculture? We see those things happening, and so I'm going to say, I encourage you, work hard, wake up. Like I said, if you ever wake up in the morning, never say I have nothing to do. Just go figure out and find somebody, find a good mentor, find somebody that can teach you the ways of life, so you can be able to figure out it on your own when it's time to do so.